Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to another edition of Speak That Talks. My name is Tiara M. Tucker, and I am once again excited to go live on another Thursday. So go ahead, grab some people, share this, host a watch party, invite some more women and men to listen in because today is going to be empowering, inspiring, and a whole lot of fun. So I'll see you in 30 seconds. All righty. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. And hello to everybody that's tuning in. My name is Tiara M. Tucker, and I am just elated to host another edition of Speak That Talks. So, Speak That Talks, it is your unfiltered, unscripted, uncensored, and unedited live conversation. So, for the past 46 consecutive weeks, I've had the opportunity on behalf of Speak That Movement to sit here in my living room and just talk to amazing men and women from all over the United States of America and even some special guests outside of America. So this is just an amazing time to just pause, be still, and to feel empowered, inspired, and uplifted as we're going through the days from COVID-19 to the different social injustices and everything else that's going on in the world. If it's happening, we're probably gonna at least talk about it on Speak That Talks, or if not that, it's at least gonna be on our minds. So I welcome all of you to tune in. Go ahead and invite some other people. And if you want to learn more about Speak That Movement and what we're doing, please check out the website, which is www.speakthatmovement.com. That's where you can learn more about Speak That Movement and our focus on women empowerment, mental health, and social justice. In our efforts such as Speak That Talks, you can learn more about Speak That Talks. You can learn more about the Speak Their stories, which I'm excited to announce really soon. So you just got a little sneak peek of it. And you can also learn more about what we're offering to empower people in our boutique 365 days out of the year. So let's virtually connect and socialize. That's what Speak That Talks is all about. It's true interaction. So add your name, add your city in the comments. If you have questions, add them. But most importantly, if you're out there, let us know. But if you're on a personal page, thank you so much. But come on over and join us live on the Facebook and YouTube pages for Speak That Movement. So again, if you're out there watching, go to Facebook or YouTube to check out the Speak That Movement page. So we already have some people out there. Hello, Katrina. Hey, girl. Hey. Thank you so much for tuning in. I see that we have some other people in different parts of the country. So let us know that you're out there so that you can be a part of today's virtual show. So I'm just ready to just bring forward today's guest because it's really going to be a very empowering conversation. So today I am joined with two amazing women, and we're going to have what I know is an amazing conversation. So for today's Speak That Talks, we're going to talk about the power of women who build. So I'll be joined with Laneeda Evans, who is a Speak That Movement executive board member, who is just my ride or die, for lack of a better word. So we are excited to have a great conversation with our special guest, Asia Scott. So we're going to talk a little bit more about what Asia Scott is doing in the Dallas community and also throughout the nation with her effort. So everybody, first of all, help me welcome to the Speak That Talks platform my sister with Speak That Movement, Miss Laneeda Evans.
Hey, sis. Hey.
Hey, how are you today?
I am good, and you. Thanks so much for having me today. In 46 weeks, you are doing the darn thing. I am so proud of you. So proud to be a supporter, and just amazing things, amazing individuals that we've had over these past 46 weeks. So awesome, awesome.
Thank you, and thank you for being along this journey for 46 plus weeks, going back to 10 years. So that's the beautiful thing about this month, is that we've also been celebrating 10 years of Speak That. So the very first Speak That event took place March 2nd, 2011 in Bloomington Normal. And now here we are 10 years later on a mission to empower and equip women to use their voice, walk in their purpose, and live their best life. So thank you for being along this journey.
Thank you for allowing me to be able to serve. It's a pleasure to be on the platform with you to serve in the way. And like I said, if I didn't believe in it, I wouldn't be here. I believe in everything that you're doing, that we're doing, and impacting the communities across not only the U.S., as you said, internationally. So I'm super excited for us in 46 and going.
And going. So let's shout out some people out there. So we already said hello to Katrina. So shout out to Miss T representing Chicago and my former Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Inc. Nice to see you on as always. And hello, Miss Michelle. Yes, happy International Women's Month. Happy Women's Month. And Michelle was actually a guest last week. So if you all did not get a chance to check out last week's, man, it included Michelle talking about her international roots back in Argentina. It also included special guest speaker Deborah representing Zimbabwe, Africa, and the United Kingdom. So again, if you did not see it, go to the Speak That Movement page on Facebook and YouTube. Go to the video section and check it out.
Yeah, Michelle gave us a few language lessons last week, so we were getting ready to do a little bit of speaking. Yes, that was awesome. It was, they were just, their stories and their history and, everything that they shared. And it was just amazing to have them, where they have been, where they've come from and where they are today. And just the empowering words that they shared, it's, keep on going on. Don't stop. Don't get stuck, but keep on going on.
That's right. I love it. And so it's so amazing. So let's talk about today. And the reason why I want you to talk about today is because you're the connection for today's amazing guest speaker. So excited to bring her up in a moment. But before we bring her up, our guest speaker, Miss Asia, I want, Lanita, you to say how you connected with Asia and how you know her, and then we're going to bring her up to join us.
Sure will. Well, God just works in amazing ways. I was looking for an opportunity. I was looking for volunteer opportunities, not just, within the locally, but, virtually, and to be able to share with individuals. And actually, Miss Katrina, that's on, she shared that she's a board member for this particular organization, and she shared this name. And I reached out to Miss Asia, and Asia and I connected that day. And when I say it was an amazing conversation, just everything that she's doing, she's empowering and equipping young ladies, the ages, young ladies in the Dallas DFW area. And when we had the conversation, it was just such an alignment of what she was doing compared to what we're doing. She's just doing it with a younger generation. And I know as we grow on and continue to grow and evolve, I know we want to pull up our young folks as well. And so that conversation that day, it was a tough day for work for me that day. And that day was just another realization of my purpose and my passion. And when I say the connection and just I said, it was a praise moment for both of us.
Yeah.
You know, it was a call, something that she was looking for. And, you know, and that day, like I said, just the overall connection, how God puts the people in your life and aligns things up is, I couldn't have done it myself. And you just never know who's connected with who and how those things will go. So I'm just super excited to have her today to share more about her endeavors.
Wow. Well, that sounds like a divine connection, as I like to say. So without further ado, everybody watching from around the country, help me welcome today's special guest speaker, representing Dallas, Texas, here where I am, Miss Asia Scott.
Ooh. Hi, welcome. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Well, thank you for joining us. So, Lanita, explain a little bit more about how you all met. And I saw you behind the scenes. Like, sounds like that conversation that you two had was pretty powerful, huh?
Yes, normally when I talk to different people that call me and they say, we heard about your organization and we wouldn't just, talk about it. It's normally like we want to help. And then, it's very generic. But when I spoke with Anita, it was very spiritual. She had something. I couldn't get off the phone. We hung up crying. That's all God. God broke in and said to her, hey, keep going in her step where she was at. And I was just excited to be a part of it. As I shared with her, that's what this is about. Supporting women supporting women. We have to be able to support our young women. They're not going to have any more of us when Oprah and, the Michelle Obamas are gone. Who do we have? So I'm just grateful that she even took the time to talk to me and we were able to have that connection to, lead us here. And I'm just excited. I mean, thank you so much, Anita, for introducing me to Tiara, and let's just go forward, y'all. It's time to win.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hashtag it's time to win.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Asia, tell us a little bit more. Who is Asia Scott?
Oh my gosh. Well, I want to start off by saying I'm from Gary, Indiana. I was born in Gary, Indiana. I left Gary when I was 10 years old. I lost my mother to a tragic accident. But who knew that at 10 years old, I was starting my journey. So started my journey very young. I'm a creative person. I'm creative. I love to go out of my way. Sometimes I go way out of my way. But sometimes God shows me, okay, this is where you are. This is where I need you. And Asia Scott is just someone who want to change the world little bit by little. I want to help our youth understand their worth. I want to help them have a voice. I want to help them understand that their adversity does not change. It helps them grow, but it does not define who they are. I want to show our girls that yes, through rape, through sex trafficking, through death, through grief, sometimes a lot of people want to mentor, but they don't want to attack the ugly. Well, I attack the ugly. And I think that a lot of us are missing the fact that percentage of our young girls that are ugly, we just push them to the side and say, oh, she's just going to have a baby. Oh, she's just going to be pregnant. No, give her a knit. Give her a needle. Long day. Give her a needle, give her something to do. When I say give her a needle, help her, show her how to sew, show her how to cook, show her how to know herself. Half of the time babies are having babies. They don't practice proper hygiene. What's the problem with that? It's in our community. It's us. It's not them. It's time to stop blaming their parents. It's time to stop blaming mother, dad, grandma. Because if it was your niece out there, you would have wanted someone to say, hey, young lady, come here, let me help you. So it's time for us to put some of those women back out there. And that's just who I am. I'm a woman who has come from a lot, but I'm not someone who wants to drag out my story. However, I am going to use my story to better a lot of people. So that's who I am. So like I said, it's time to win. And it's time for us to know how to support each other. It's a lot of that lacking in our community. And so I feel like we are the women that have to show other women, even at our age, hey, you don't got to hate on me because I'm not going to hate on you. You got something that I need. I got something you need. How about just give me a little bit and I give you a little bit and we make a lot.
That's it.
Amen. Say that. Say that.
I love it.
I am. That's who I am. snippet.
That's good. Well, listen, I am so excited about what we're going to talk about today. So, what I'm going to do, me and you, we're going to have a little girl talk first, Asia. Then Laneeda's going to come back on in a moment because I want to learn more about what you're doing. And then we're going to come together, the three of us, and we're going to talk more about how do we win as women. We're going to talk more about empowerment and all those good things. So, Laneeda, we'll bring you back in a moment, okay?
All right. All right.
Yes, yes, yes. So tell me more, Miss Asia. I'm loving the energy already. I'm loving the energy that you're bringing. So tell us a little bit about, I want to know a little bit more about your journey, if that's okay.
Yes.
I want to know, because I'm from Illinois, so we're Midwest women.
Yes, neighbor.
Yeah, so you're in Dallas now. So tell us about the journey from Indiana to Dallas, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about your organization.
Okay. Well, my journey is very colorful. I love to tell people that my favorite color is glitter because we always like to harp on, the black sheep theory. And I believe the black sheep is always the one that's going to be the game changer. So I would say that I went through a lot of misunderstanding growing up. I don't, a lot of people cannot relate to the loss of a parent. However, before that, I had gone through some sexual abuse and things that changed my core. And sometimes when your core has been tampered with at a young age, it causes you to make mistakes. It causes you to make decisions that you technically are not in control of, but your actions are. But you are the one that's going to be reprimanded for them. So sometimes we go through life doing things out of our hurt, our pain, and I have a lot of that along my journey. So I'll just kind of give you a snippet of that. Leaving Indiana when I was young, I went to California. It was like leaving, I like to say, how they say we're moving on up.
Yeah.
It happened, but through tragedy. And it's like, you got to always ask God, like, wow, God, like I went from this to this. And now my journey is here. So born in Indiana, I moved to Woodland Hills, California when I was 10 and a half years old. And that's where my journey with becoming a young girl, teenage girl started. Very confused, didn't really know what grief was, depression, didn't really know who I was as a young girl. And a lot of times people would tell you, oh, it's going to be okay. I hated that because the moment someone told me it was going to be okay and they'll pray for me, I actually didn't even, I probably wouldn't even talk to them again. Wow. Because the first thing I thought about was, you don't know me. You have no idea who I am. What if right now you're telling me it's going to be okay, but I leave this moment and kill myself? That's literal. That's literal. A lot of people don't want to revisit that because they cannot handle it. They have broken pieces. So if you have broken pieces, how are you going to help me as a kid? So I ran into a lot of people that was broken, that did not know how to help, did not know how to step in. And it's okay to say you don't know how. I would rather someone say, I don't know, than do it. And then it fails times two, because now you got two problems at a one. So I went to California, lived there. I went to graduate high school there, left California. I actually left California when I was 17, moved to Columbia, South Carolina. I attended Allen University, and that was a culture shock for me. Back to my people, I love my people, loving a lot. I love me. Okay. Just that's what it is. We are very vibrant people. We are people who have talents. And that's one thing I learned at like 16, 17, 18 is that I was a voice. I just didn't know how I was going to, get out there and be that voice. So made a lot of mistakes coming out of Allen University, moved to Minnesota. I lived in Minnesota. I chased my, a dream of being a daddy's daughter. Never knew my father. We didn't have a relationship. So I tried to go find him at an early age, bumped a lot of, closed doors. The lesson behind that was sometimes when a door closes, it's best to keep that closed until you're able to really physically handle opening it and dealing with what's behind that door. So I got a lot of that. just, you know, became a mom at 21. I have a beautiful son. He's 13. I have a daughter. She's 9. You know, going through, I got baby daddies. I got them. So I'm a realist, you know. I try to show my girls, like, I am not the put on a blazer, put on a heel type of mentor. I'm gonna put a sweater on, a Nike too, because that's what we've all been. Let's not play games. Let's not try to mentor the perfect. Let's mentor the real. That's what we need to practice. So I journeyed, you know, had issues with men, relationships. I wasn't good at that. You couldn't tell me anything else. I didn't have that mold to love anybody because nobody really showed me how to do that. Grieved later because as a young girl, I really didn't know how to grieve. So grieve through lying, grieve through identity crisis. So I really didn't know how to accept who Aisha was. So growing up and going through my 20s showed me a lot. And I always tell everybody that that's like my biggest textbook. No college, professor can teach you life. You know, Beyonce got a song called School in Life. That's like one of my favorite songs because in that song, she's like, you can't teach her how to school you. This is me. Yeah. You can't tell me how to hurt. You can't tell me how to unhurt. That's something that I had to learn. Not a book, not a therapist can show you that. They can help you. That's why I became a life coach to coach, not to become a therapist. I don't want to diagnose you. I want to help you through your diagnosis. So my journey, you know, my kids, they've been on this journey with me. We are going along. We came to Texas 2016. Got here. God's like, you got work to do. The moment I got here, I started partnering with schools, the community, and started working with girls with hygiene, career. And through that journey, that was my therapy. So I would say today, the mask is off. The person that will fought battles, you got her. You don't got the one that's scared to tell you like, oh no, I went through it. Come on, you wanna dig it up? Go ahead, dig it up. Let's talk about it. Because my past will no longer define me. Yeah. See, you accept it, nobody can tell you about it because you the person that did it. You know about it. So that's what I've done. I've accepted my past and I'm ready to move on my journey. So I'm 34 years old. I'm getting ready to open up a school. See, Oprah ain't the only one that could do it. So some of the talents that we don't know how to accept because we were silenced. The muzzle was put on very young. Well, you know, some of us took the muzzle off ourselves. And so here I am empowering our young girls and women to just grow in their purpose.
I love it. I love it. Wow. So first of all, congratulations. I love to congratulate because that is an incredible journey. Everybody has their own unique journey. And just hearing your story, I heard a young girl, you know, dealing with different things as you are growing into adolescence and your teenage years and womanhood. I hear a woman who moved to different towns and, you know, you became probably open-minded. You probably were exposed to different things. And then I heard a young woman who was now becoming a mother, and then not only a mother of your own children, but you're being blessed with the opportunity because you are a mother to like other people, right? Like you are like another mother to other women and young women. And I just heard strength. I heard resilience. I heard humbleness. Heard a lot.
God is good. God has been amazing to me. And I'm just blessed to be on platforms like this because I want to be able to grow with other platforms that are basically doing the same thing. We have come from a lot, and a lot we got to learn how to put back. We go forward with our accomplishments all day long, but when are you going to move over so somebody else can sit at the table and eat a little bit?
That's right. I love it. Yes. So we're gonna talk a little bit more about what you're doing now. And this is where when I heard about you and Laneeda mentioned you, she's like, oh, she's great. You got to have Ron. I could just see how, you know, maybe down the line we might collaborate. You never know what God has in store. So I want you to tell all of the listeners out here more about Divas Build Futures. What is Divas? First of all, let me just say this. I love the word diva. I'm a diva, okay? I have a tattoo. I'm gonna tell y'all. I have a tattoo that says diva, and I even wear my special hat here because I feel like this is my diva hat, right? It's like a princess / queen. I'm a diva hat.
I love it. You rocking it.
Yes, just for you. Just for you. Tell us, what is Divas Build Futures?
So diva, first of all, I was like, I'm like you. I've always been the diva type, you know, never gravitated to a specific place where that was. I always was like Dime Diva, you know, on MySpace. I've always been like Diva 08, you know, it's diva something. And going through a breakup, I'm gonna be brief. Going through a breakup, I launched Divas Build Futures in October 2014, going through a horrible breakup. I had just had a miscarriage with twins.
Sorry to hear that.
I was fighting a dark area in a lifestyle that I really didn't understand, and God was battling me very low. And I just, you know, was walking home one day, and a few girls in my apartment building, I'm telling y'all, God is so good, was following me home. Well, I wouldn't say follow. We was walking together. We was together, you know. And they used to always, my daughter has red hair, and that was like my magnet. So girls would see us walking home, and these particular 3 young ladies, you know, walked home with me, and I started talking to them on the way home. We cried together. These little girls were 14, 16, and 17 years old, and I was 28. So they're walking home with this lady who they just met. You know, she got kids. She was giving us Little Caesar's pizza. That lady was me. And, you know, just girl talking with them. So I started Divas just as a way to have an outlet in my community with our girls. You know, I was seeing things. You know, I was seeing dirty bras, undershirts, seeing like, and I couldn't understand it. I'm like, you had to have passed like 3 women at least before you got. So if your bra is still dirty, we have a problem, because somebody should have stopped you and said, let's work on your hygiene, or let's get you a clean bra. So I started seeing things very early, and I was still going through stuff. So I really didn't know what I was about to do with it. I'm like, okay. So I found myself, y'all, giving my clothes away. I've gone to Goodwills and shopped on Wednesday, 25-cent Wednesday. But nobody, when you have nothing, you don't see a price tag if you have nothing. Some of us get upset if our shirt's too small, because somebody gonna put it on because that's all they have. Right. So I just started to see a gift that I had to help people with my little bit. But my little bit was their lot. Yeah. Started Divas, by the way. Diva means to be a determined, intelligent, virtuous, ambitious young girl to young woman. And what that means to me is that nobody's perfect. First of all, I have a color code. My color code is black, gray, purple. What that means is to be a diva, you have to accept where you come from, where you're going, where you are to where you're going. That's the black, gray, purple. See, the black is the ugly part, right? The gray is I'm figuring it out. And the purple is, hey, I'm here, I'm still working on myself, but I'm not there. And that's where we got to get to. So, you know, call LegalZoom. Today you can call people on Facebook and they'll say, yeah, I'll help you. But in 2014, I didn't have that. I didn't know what a nonprofit was. I was doing classes in my living room, like I said, with Little Caesar's Pizza and a welfare check. That's all I knew. And so it was working for me. Then 3 girls turned into 10, to the where I had to seek out. God showed me, hey, let's go to the library. The librarian pulled me to the side and said, hey, Aisha, do you know anything about no, she asked me that I have a nonprofit. I said, no, ma'am. I thought I was in trouble. I thought I was getting ready to get in trouble. She said, nonprofit. No, ma'am. I don't know, but I'm just here to volunteer. And so anyway, that lady ended up carrying me. She showed me how to incorporate my nonprofit. Long story short, a couple days later, I called LegalZoom and I set my nonprofit up as Divas Build Futures Inc., which is a mentoring program where I just help girls. That was the first part. It was in a pink notebook. That was 7 years ago. I started that, like I said, it was a broken moment, but I didn't know God was putting the pieces of me back together to open up, to create an avenue for many seeds to grow and pieces to be mended. So Divas Build Futures started in my living room. Well, my 2 kids, as a single mother, put it together, you know, helping young girls with hygiene, showing them how to fill out FAFSA, showing them how to fill out their apartment applications. Some girls would fail. I will put them right back on the application. Okay, what you do wrong? I'm like the mama mentor. You know, I'm like a mama. I'm an old soul. So I'm like the mama, like, girl, you know that's too small. And they just relate to me. I think they go cuss me out. But they be really related. They be like, okay, Miss Aisha, we hear you. Okay. And so when I saw I had that gift, I started starting classes. Then I started going to class schools. And I said, okay, God, well, I'm going to go. And I don't have a degree in this. I actually started to become a life coach 5 years ago. I got certified and I'm now a master life coach. So I'm an etiquette coach. I've done, you know, workshops with girls from just homeless girls all the way up to college girls. So that room that I cried in that night asking God, why me? What that room, that same room is the room that I started DBF in. And that's just to say, I don't care how old you are, from 10 years old all the way up to 80 years old. If you have a vision, if you have a voice, it can be completed. And sometimes we just need that little push. So Divas Build Futures is a nonprofit 501c3 organization built for young girls to young women to grow and nurture. And now I'm getting ready to open and build my school, which is going to be called DBF All Girls Enrichment Academy, that will have trade programs and housing. So you can't tell me, a young girl like me that went through hell and hot water. Yeah, so that's Divas Build Futures. We're growing. I have a network over 500 plus young girls. You know, I love my girls. I love the ones that's watching, the ones that's always calling and saying, hey, Miss Aisha, we just want to check on you.
Yeah.
Y'all, thank y'all for keeping me going, telling me y'all got those apartments. Thank you. Thank you for the ones that actually took that notebook and did not do the other side, you know, did not give up, did not say I'm done. I'm grateful for the ones that let me speak value into their life and get them off the street. So
wow,
Divas Build Futures is awesome.
I love it. It sounds amazing. And I swear I could probably talk to people every day and hear stories and journeys, because this is why it's so empowering to me. Because most of the time, and I can't say all, but most of the time, when you ask people how their big thing got started, it was maybe unexpected. They wouldn't have thought that they would be the one called to do it, right? But God doesn't pick perfect people to do things. And what I heard was like, you were just being you were being
me.
And well, I don't know, this is just something that hit me. Like, you are probably to young women what you would have loved to have had women be to you.
Oh yes, most definitely.
So you're paying it forward.
I pray that every day. I pray that a young lady can just say, you know, Miss Aisha, because you did it, I'm going to do it. I don't care if it's getting her GED. I don't care if it was leaving that abusive relationship. If I got $5 to help you get on the bus to go, let's go. I'll get it back. I don't really care. I've had nothing to always had a lot. So when you in God's hands, you don't look at a value. You just look at his work. And some people don't have that. So I'm excited. Like that made me excited today, just for you to say that, because that just reminded me of some of the seeds that are growing.
That's it.
That I know about, that are just, you know, it's a beautiful thing.
And shout out again to Katrina. She's rocking with you, right?
She rocking with me. Katrina now, She a Chi-Town native. So it's crazy because every time I meet like a Midwest, I'll be like, oh girl, we neighbors. And it just, and she a Leo. I'm a Leo too. So I don't know. We kind of magnets. Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Katrina. Thank you so much for the opportunity. She's dope.
She is, and I know KatrinaBomb.com. Thank you for all of your support over Speak That Movement, Katrina, and this foundation. And shout out because Katrina, who's going to be on Speak That Talks one day.
Yes,
she's a queen that's doing her thing. Okay.
Oh yeah, shout out.
Yes. So I want to pull up for a second. I want to pull up your website because I want to show it to people. And I want to, there's going to be a few things I want you to speak on a little bit more. And Leo's in the house. All right. But before the Leos, shout out to the Aries folks right now.
Uh-oh. Y'all coming up. Okay. We got our day.
I'm an Aries baby. March 30th. Hashtag. Okay.
You have a birthday soon. Okay. Yes.
But I love the Leos. My mom is a Leo. Aries and Leos get along very well.
We do. We do.
And, my mom is here. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom. From Texas. Hey.
So let's pull up the website. I want to walk through it a little. So, and also for people that want to find your website, tell them where to go.
You can go to www.divasbuildfutures.com. I'm the only Divas Build Futures in the whole world, so I'll come right up.
I love that.
Divasbuildfutures.com, and it's spelled exactly that way. Divas, D-I-V-A-S, buildfutures.com.
I love it. So read you this Divas Build Future statement. Read it. I want to hear you, the founder, read this statement in quotation marks.
Every day is another chance to change your life. We have created our version of changing many.
Wow. Tell me what that means to you.
So DBF is not just an organization. We're a sisterhood. So when girls come into the organization and they're going through what they're going through, we don't want to just create a way for them to get through it. We want them to create an avenue for them to have just support their whole way. So we've created a way where we can just love girls. We don't have no filter with how we love. I like all of my mentors to be authentic. At the same time, we have guidelines we follow, of course, because of the nature of our girls, but just saving lives, that's something that we take for granted. You could save a life with a lollipop. You have no idea. So this is our version of taking the reign and saying, this is how we want to help our community.
I love it. I love it. You have your mentoring program.
Yes, ma'am.
And looks like it's ages. Is it? Wow. So I'm reading. I'm walking through this website with all of you. Now I saw it already, but this is why Speak That Talks is live, because we're exploring and we're learning together with the woman herself. So you're benefiting girls who have lost their mothers or are in foster care. So tell us more about this. Is this a particular program or?
So Adopt a Diva is a particular program. They're not normal mentors. Well, they're all normal mentors, but these mentors are called mother mentors. Mother mentors are mentors to young girls who have lost their mother. It could be through tragedy, it could be through death, or it could be they're in foster care and they don't have that love from a parent. The importance of this program specifically is that we put back into our community we don't want to make grief normal. We want to make grief something that is attacked in a way where they can heal from it. So Adopt a Diva is where we basically take young ladies, we spiritually adopt them, and we give them mother mentors that help them through their journey, nurturing them through tests, school, life, hygiene, things that you would get from a mother. And yes, Tiara, you're absolutely right. This is something that I needed when I was younger. When I was younger, having a mother mentor would have showed me how to just fight through those times that I really did not want to fight. The days I did not want to get up as a girl. Forget the times that we fought as a woman. what about the times where I was a young girl and I didn't know how to get up and just go about my day? Or the times when we first start our periods and we don't know what to do. Those are very critical moments for a girl, because guess what? If her mother doesn't show her, the world is going to show her. And how they show her is going to come with things. So a mother mentor is a special woman who has taken the responsibility of mentoring a young lady as basically her spiritual mom.
Wow. That is beautiful.
Thank you. That's one of my favorites. That program, don't get me wrong, I love all of DBF, but particularly Adopt a Diva. I want everybody to know you could be a part of this. You can go onto the website. You can see how you can chime in anywhere across the world. Donating, we get, girls from every ethnicity, all over cultures, that needs everything from underwear to hair. Girls that are maybe fighting cancer, but all girls are human. So we want to make sure that they are able to be touched and, get the support that they need as well.
Wow. I'm touched. I got chills hearing you talk about that particular program. Really, I got chills just to know that there are people out there like yourself and other women who are spiritual mothers and mentors to these young girls. That just really is touching. So I definitely want to learn more about that. And I want to learn how Speak That movement, even if it's just helping put the word out, or maybe there's some women within our organization that want to be a part of that, as well as your other mentorship programs and in this school. Like, I love it. And I want to read this quote by my auntie, and I think she might be your auntie too.
She mine too.
So our auntie. So I guess we're cousins.
Yeah, girl. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl. So Auntie Oprah, nobody makes it alone. Nobody has made it alone. And we are all mentors to people we don't even know. Beautiful. Beautiful. On that note, I'm going to bring up Lanita, and we're going to go on with the next part of today's conversation. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Reaction, Laneeda.
It's like, oh, like I said, I had my sneak peek from our conversation. Like I said, there's so many similarities that we had as far as different things that we were doing in life and impacting the lives of young ladies. She talked about, the things that she's doing through her program and some of the things that I used to do in my programs. And so when she said we got off the phone crying, it was like I said, the alignment. And, just knowing that there are people that are out there that are doing some of the same things that you have done in the past, it's amazing that the connection and the date and the time and everything. And so as I share with her and I share with you, is definitely something that, as far as us aligning, like I said, partnering with one another and supporting one another. And as she said, women supporting women. It's huge. And as I said, helping up these young girls, giving them a hand and bringing them up. It's amazing. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the connection.
I love it. And Katrina has shared with us the website. And again, Katrina is a part of the Divas Build Futures team. So www.divasbuildfutures.com. And apparently not only is Katrina our friend and our ally, our Midwest sister, but she's our cousin too, because she's all about Auntie Oprah too.
And yes, and when Asia and I first had spoke too, that was one of the things that she had talked about, being from the Midwest, and we just talked about the connections as far as being Midwest women, that we go hard, hard, So she's been around the world, I've been in Dallas and in Illinois, and we do what we do, what we have to do, and we make it happen. So we make it happen. And she's from Gary. My best friend is from Gary, and so I told her, it's like, hey, just additional connections. And then the diva being the DST on your side, and then the diva on her side. So just the connections all around the way.
Godly connections. And so you're right, Katrina. And this is a good segue into the next hot topic that we're going to talk about. She says, when women support women, we change the world. And that is exactly why it's powerful. And we see you, we hear you, Miss Latif. Sign up. We need great women like yourselves. So, yes, sounds like an amazing program. So let's shift gears, but stay on the same track, because I want to talk a little bit about, and I'm gonna hit this one briefly, because we all know that March is Women's History Month. One of the reasons why we have been highlighting women all month. So we've had some amazing guests throughout the month representing, different organizations. Earlier this month, my ship sorority sister and dear friend Erica McCall, representing Go For Yours, was on. And shout out to Go For Yours. I'm a board member of that foundation, and they just received $10,000 from Drew Barrymore and Amazon earlier this month. So shout out to another organization that's doing big things for the youth. So I even see a connection there with that organization and your organization. So, so let's talk about Women's History Month, because again, that's why we're here. You're a woman, you're doing your thing. So I want to ask the both of you, and I'm going to be quick with this one because I have some more things I want to talk to you all about. But like, as a woman, why do you all feel it's so important for women to step to the plate so that we can become history and create history, whether it's a small thing we do or a big thing we do? But why is it so important for women to use our voice, walk in our purpose, and step to the plate?
You want to go first, Lanita?
Sure. Well, I mean, we are the mothers. We are the individuals that bring life and bring birth. And so we need to, continue to give life to whatever it is that we have the desire, whatever God's purpose is for our lives and the passion, that we got to continue to give life to that. Just like you birthing a child, as far as birthing that baby, if it's your organization, if it's a program, if it's whatever that dream is, giving it birth and giving it life. And as women, we have that power to do so. We just continue, like I said, continue to move forward as we do, helping one another. So giving life to it.
Period. We're just the backbone. We're the backbone. Fantasia said we were the backbone of the hood, honey. Okay. So we have to learn how to, he told me to keep it real. I dropped
100%.
So I actually have one of my babies. She's actually interning with me, but she's in the room. She's one of my babies.
Can we see her? Come on, girl.
Come say hi. She wanted to be a part of this women, and I want to bring her up because this is going to help me.
Yes.
Answer her question.
Oh, let me see her.
Okay, there she goes.
Hey. What's your name?
Lanita.
That's a beautiful name, and you're beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you. I am 16 years old, and I'm walking with Miss Asia here on her journey, and along with her, also being that backbone for me, that mentor to me, that a good encourager to me. I'm just sitting here looking at her and realizing the thing that God is doing. Out of my Jesus Calling book I read today, or I think it was yesterday, he was like, just get out and see the things, know the things, and see the things that I'm doing in your life. Then you will be able to just be filled with that joy and confidence, that extra boost to know of his good works and know all that he's doing, so that I can feel joy.
Well, I don't even say nothing.
Wow. Everybody, because this young
is from the mouth of a babe. So I just want to let you know this is from the mouth of a babe. Sometimes we gotta listen to them,
Yes.
Yes. Keep going one day. So she's here. She wanted to, she's getting ready to launch her own section of working and mentoring young people, mentoring people, period, through her calling. So it was a blessing for her to be here so you guys can meet a young lady that I've worked with now for 2 years? Almost 3 years?
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years. And just meeting her, I've always told her, girl, you have the confidence that you need to keep going. I think I said that to all y'all, huh?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they get it. And when they do get it in little pieces. But when they get it, I want them to come along. So this is her little seat to get her moment and show you guys that this is why I need you guys to show more of them how to keep going. So that's my snippet. I'm going to leave it at that.
And you know what? When you leave it at that, I want you to do me a favor. And this is why I love this unfiltered, unscripted show. Can you just adjust that laptop a little? Because if you want to, honey, I want you to stay on this show for the rest of the show.
Okay.
Will you be our special guest?
She's our pop-up guest. You know, we have pop-up guests from time to time. Hey, our pop-up guest.
Yes.
You are absolutely right. And tell me, how do you spell your name? Because your name is so beautiful.
LaniyA. Yep.
You know what? Welcome to the Speak That Talks platform. Our extra special guest.
Thank you. Hello.
Yes. So I want you, because you have a gift, okay? So I'm going to speak a little life over you real quick, because the way you stepped to that platform, not even knowing you were going to have an invitation, right? You didn't know. You stepped to that platform and you took your moment. You weren't afraid. You used your voice. You brought in your passion for the Lord unapologetically. You
Amen.
articulated how you felt to the point where I'm like, she deserves a seat at this table.
Yeah,
so I just want to encourage you to continue to use that voice, because your future is so bright. I don't even think you know how bright your future is. But coming from me, and I know Lanita will agree, there is something about your future. There's a light that is so bright. And I want to encourage you, no matter what you go through in life, no matter who you meet in life, don't you dim your light. Use your voice in all the ways that are honorable, in all the ways that are pleasing to God. I ask that you speak up for the voiceless, and I ask that you be a leader, because you have a great calling over your life.
I said that the glow is all over your face, and as she said, as far as using your light, you're going to ignite others. I said, just like you ignited these adults that are right here in the midst of you right now. I said that's gonna speak further, not only to individuals in your generation are going to be able to receive that, because it's coming from someone that is where they are. One of the things I always tell people is you got to meet people where they are. Not where you want them to be, not where you desire them to be, but meet them where they are. And you being able to come on this platform and do what you're doing today, meeting us where we are,
yes.
Girl, the power that is going to be amongst you. I said, me and Asia already had a conversation, but honey, it's coming. God has said that glow that you have right now, right today, continue that glow. Even in those midst of those times that it doesn't seem right, just remember that glow is going to be enlightening to other individuals. It's going to spread. It's going to ignite. It's going to continue to touch like a domino effect.
Amen.
Ooh, Jesus.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Lanita. Thank you. She needed that today. God is so good, y'all. This was not scripted at all. She wasn't supposed to be with me, right? Well, you were supposed to, but see, I spoke to Lanita yesterday. We just had a meeting. And I told her it's time to go. I told her it's time to walk. I told her it was her time. And I
said it's your time. And look at them first letters of your name, LAN. Girl, you in line. You in line.
Hey, and I thank you, ladies, so much for allowing her to get this encouragement today. This is what this is about. I mean, this was all ordained. I pray blessings over your entire platform, Tiara, Lanita. I pray blessings over y'all for this, because she needed this. She don't even know. Your business, your line, everything that you've been doing. Did you hear what she just said? It's time to go.
That's it. this is green light. This was confirmation
This is what
that none of us thought was happening. So
Yeah.
listen.
y'all gonna make me cry.
Hey, listen. It is what it is. You know what? And let's talk about this next one, because now we got another guest. We got a full house now.
Woo.
So
I'm
and I
excited.
think that this next topic, as we get ready to close out in a few moments, but let's talk about women who build, because that was what today's show was about. It's about the power of women who build. And I believe that we just saw in real time, in front of our own eyes, an example of women who build, women who stepped out on faith to start their own nonprofits that just started with the idea, right? Mine was birthed in Illinois. Yours was birthed, when it was birthed. Lanita, all the amazing things she's doing. Lanita's building because she connected us. Then you come on, and now we have another special one. So what are your thoughts? And I want to hear from you two in particular. What are your thoughts on why it's so important for women to build, women building the girls? But what we just saw in you, young lady, you're the young girl that's building up the women.
Wow. I find this so encouraging and just so bold to walk in. And me personally, this calling that I'm walking in, it is very bright. It is very bright, and um it's not women who I just build, but everyone around the world. On my Instagram page, I don't know, it's just one day I felt like doing an IGT video and to start to spread God's word about what He may bring to my heart to others, how I can help them during their journey, and anything to bring them encouragement, hope, and joy. I'm just really excited to walk with her right now, Miss Asia, because this is an opportunity. This is a calling. This is a sign to get up and get out and get where women are, where you all are, who have stepped into faith, who has be who God has called you to be, and kept walking. Y'all kept walking no matter what you guys gone through. It's just so important to know about that hashtag right there, women who build, because when we come together as one, it's just something about that. It's something about walking together, and no matter what we may go through, we speak to others. We keep on fighting the good fight for those who need it more than what we may have needed. Because see, God has been a vessel to us. He is our vessel, and we can be the vessel to those women who have been broken, shattered, and don't know what to do. Because this world today, as it is today, is so many lives, so many hearts that need talking to. In the midst of this time, people are feeling like they're broken and just unwanted, but us as women, we can be able to build. We can be able to strengthen, to encourage, to give women what they need, and not what they want or what they think they want or what they think they need. But what they need is somebody else who can be a vessel in their lives, who can build something into them, to build something into their friend, build something into their mom or anybody, and to just be to share with other people about who she is, who Miss Asia is, who you are, and to any other women out there who is building other women up today. So I encourage all of you all, and you two women, you're beautiful young ladies, and you too, Miss Asia, to keep building, to walking in the faith, to keep walking, and do not stop, because we are all building something. We definitely are. We are bringing encouragement. We are bringing joy and strength to these women, and more women like me, growing women like me, young lady. So yes, I'm very honored to be here today. And like Miss A said, this is really not meant to be. But hey, God made His way. Okay, the enemy didn't stop it. We didn't stop it. But we got up. And we kept going, and
we were obedient.
Yeah.
You were obedient.
Yeah.
And I just want to jump in and say something. You know, it's not even what God. It's not even what was supposed to happen today. It's what God had happen today. And when you had the title "Women Who Build," you know, Divas Build Futures. I have a young lady here who, you know, I'm just gonna keep it real. We were just waiting for Mom. And I said, come on in here. I got a meeting. That's why I'm late, y'all. So now I can tell the truth. Whew, I'm late. Because we have to get back from helping other girls. And it's just like, I couldn't come on here and say that because I didn't want, you know, as humans, we don't want anybody to say, oh, she wasn't prepared. But I want to let y'all know something. Every day, God give us another chance. You know, we got to be patient. You got to be understanding. Sometimes, I'm telling you, I'm fighting back tears. Okay? Because she doesn't understand what that just did to many girls. Like, your inspiration, y'all got us on here talking about women who build. This is a woman who's building. You guys are women who are building. We're women who building. Let's build. Build in your own way. Build in your own way. You know, I encourage a woman today, hey, if you have some clothes that you no longer need, don't take it to the Goodwill. Please take it down to somebody, a young woman who need it. The Goodwill is just going to resell it. Take it to someone who can really just open that up and say, you know what, I got a coat. I got a jacket. That's going to help her confidence. That's women who build. Women who build are women that take off the makeup. Because, you know, sometimes I'll be having makeup. We be having okay, okay, I'm regular. So we got to take this off. And those women are women who build. Women are the Laneedas that call and say, hey, we cried. Me and Lanita, we was crying because we knew what it was. We knew what it was. Tiara, you are a woman who build. You built the platform. 46 episodes. Girl, come through, sis. Come through, sis. And that's women who build. Women who's building lives by planting seeds. Go ahead now. Go ahead. And I'm just grateful that Lanita was able to come on and share what God is doing in her life. And I'm blessed to be here, to be in her life. And I was able to show the world what Divas Build Futures is really about.
Yes. Well, I love it. And ladies, so this has been blessed far beyond measure. So I want you to help close us out with something that I do every single week for the past 46 weeks. Okay. It is called the Speak That Speed Round. So the Speak That Movement Speed Round is all about empowering, uplifting, and inspiring all of the listeners based on the 4 pillars of Speak That Movement. Those pillars are dream it, believe it, speak it, and walk it. So this is something that it's one of the guiding, thoughts of Speak That Movement, because we want people to dream, believe, speak, and walk. So we want you to, in as few words as possible, give your thoughts on each pillar. So the way I want to do is I want to start off with you first. Asia, you start.
Okay.
Yeah. So you go first, and then I'll have you say dream it, and then I'll go to Lanita, and then I'll go to you with the other one. So I'm going to guide it. Don't worry about it. Okay. So we're going to start with the Speak That Movement pillars. Pillar number 1, Asia. Tell us, what does dream it mean to you? And I want you to empower all the women out there, all the girls out there. What do you have to tell people when it comes to dream it?
Take it out your head, put it on paper, and go. Take it out your head, put it on paper, and go. A dream is something that you do when you are asleep. Wake up. Wake up, look around you. It's time to go. Okay, let's go.
Let's go. That's the hashtag. So, Lanita, what do you have to say to people regarding believe it?
Okay. Let's see here. Don't give up. Keep walking in faith. Stay strong. Get as much as encouragement as you need out there.
Trust the process.
Yeah,
Sorry.
trust the process. Trust the process.
Trust the process.
Trust and believe. Trust and believe.
Believe in failure. Don't believe in being a failure. I'm gonna say that again. Believe in failure. Don't believe in becoming a failure.
I like that. I like that. Believe in failure. Don't believe in being a failure. Becoming a failure. I love that.
Yes.
All right. And you two can tag team this one. Speak it.
Ooh, live it.
Live it. Don't be
out,
afraid. Bold.
Live it out. Yes. Speak it with your boldness. Speak it with your boldness. Speak it with your heart.
Break every chain.
That's right.
From the words of Tasha Combs, break every chain. There's an army. It's an army rising up. So speaking it means don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Fear not. Don't be afraid. Turn that fear into faith and go. Speak it means whatever you think, you can do. If it's not for you, God is going to do what he has to do to make what's for you manifest.
I love it. And Lanita, kick off the next one.
Okay. All right. Y'all ready? Walk it. All right, Lanaya and Asia, give us walk it and share it and empower the individuals that are watching, not only today, but when you host those watch parties and as they watch on other days, just no, it's not just individuals walking to that's on today that's seeing this. It's bigger than that. Walk it.
Like I said, trust the process. When you are walking, sometimes you're going to come across that rock. Well, the stumble is not what you cry about. I always talk about adversity. Don't stumble. When you stumble, we still with y'all?
You're still there. I just want you to
walk it. Just when you are walking, walk with your head held high. Don't look down. Walking means to look forward. If you look down, you're going to fall. So when you're looking up, even if you trip, you pick up the lesson, you learn it, and you keep going.
Yeah. Walking your purpose. Walk out what you know is true. Walk out what you know, what you believe in. Walk it is something that, hey, you talk it, okay?
Walk it like
walk it like I talk it. Walk in it. Walk in that believance. Walk in what you have been called to do. Walk in who you are, who you truly are, and that's gonna get you far.
Beautiful.
All right, she said, "Walking who you truly are. That's gonna get you far, girl. That's a word. That's a word.
I like that.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. Yes, absolutely awesome. Thank you too for blessing the Speak That Talks platform with the Speak That Speed round, telling us all about dreaming it, believing it, speaking it, and walking it. Thank you for sharing more about your amazing organization. And, we pulled up the website before. A reminder, if anybody wants to learn more about you all, there's the website. Any more ways people can get a hold of you and connect with you or support you?
Facebook, Divas Build Futures Inc. Instagram, Divas Build Futures Inc. Like I said, we're just Divas Build Futures. And log on to the website, become a subscriber. We will be sending out our newsletter starting next week. You would know our classes. We're getting ready to start our college readiness classes. Our summer camp is coming up. We're looking for speakers. We're looking for women that wants to motivate and speak about their purpose to our girls. We have that platform as well. We have a platform for women like you who want to come virtually and in person and have host classes with our girls and mentor as well. So we're looking for women on fire, people on fire, businesses that would like to sponsor a diva. What that looks like is, you're basically sponsoring a girl through her classes, clothes, whatever's on her dream list. We have dream lists for our girls. So we try to make sure that they got the confidence that they need, not just the materialistic things, but if it's something that they need, we try to make sure they got that so that they can get through their journey. So divasbuildfutures.com. Talk to me. Facebook, I talk back. Time. I'm busy, but I definitely will respond. My email is buildinggirlslives@divasbuildfutures.com. Lanita, want to talk about your platform on Instagram? She's building her platform on Instagram, but definitely.
Yeah. My Instagram is special Naya with 2 A's. Well, my platform on Instagram is pretty much who I am. It's like God want me to show what He has called me to be, and who I am in general.
Authenticity.
So yes, and yes, I am starting a business. Right now I'm at point B. Point A.
I think after today, you probably went from A to D, and you don't even know. You like to.
Went from A to F.
I do too.
I think you guys just planted a seed. She don't know yet, but trust me, it's there. But I definitely, I think this is just like tomorrow she'll feel it.
And you know what? Again, thank you so much. And guess what? Because it's all about women who build. On behalf of Speak That Movement, we want to bless you, Lanita. We want to plant more than verbal seeds. We want to plant a financial seed in your business. And we just met you today. So on behalf of Speak That Movement,
God,
can we bless you with $100? Will that help?
Yes.
What you think, Laneeda?
Yes.
Executive decision. Yes. We're going to plant a seed because as women, we want the young women to know that you can go after your dreams. Dream big, dream bigger. Use your voice.
Yes.
To be a voice to the voiceless. So
yes. Thank y'all. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you. Speak That Movement. Thank you, Tiara. I am so blessed to be on this platform and to receive the goodness.
She don't know what to say, y'all. She's so happy. The goodness. Yes. And we want you guys to be front row and center to her launching of her business. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dogs are going crazy. Apologize.
We can't hear you for some reason.
Okay. Can you guys hear us?
I think she's on mute. I don't know.
Okay. We're back. The devil thought he had us, but no.
Thank you guys for joining us tonight. You guys be blessed. Stay safe. Have a good night. Next Speak That Talks next week, week 47. Hopefully you guys can join us. And if you as always, if you feel want to support us, Speak That Movement, as you see, we're unscripted. We're doing things continually, moving in the community. Join us. Go to speakthatmovement.com, hit that donate button, help us out. As you see, help out Divas Can Build and other individuals that have been on our platform. We thank and appreciate all that you do. Have a good night. Be safe.